Welcome to the first new moon of 2025. This is a very special new moon, and it is special because it is the first lunation, the first lunar cycle that we begin in 2025. And coinciding with this beautiful day, it is also Chinese New Year. We have officially stepped into the year of the snake today. So this is a very auspicious, very beautiful day if you really think about it, because the new moon symbolizing a new beginning, a fresh start, coupled with the Chinese New Year, which can fall on whatever day, by the way, in January or February. But the fact that it falls on today is this absolutely universally coordinated event for sure. Because the year of the snake is this very symbolic year of shedding, right? Shedding our skin, shedding the old, completely leaving behind in 2025 everything that you have struggled with, everything that has been in the way of your happiness. So we are leaving that behind. And today marks the first day of that. And not only are we leaving struggles and heartache and all those different things behind, but we are also going to be leaving behind negative thinking. The way that our mind works is so influenced by this new moon today. It is such a powerful transition out of that old belief system, out of old mentalities, out of very negative, very stagnant ways of thinking. So this new moon is really, really affecting our mind. It is affecting our perspective, how we see the world, how we see ourselves, how we see life in general. It's going to have such a powerful impact for you on the way that you perceive, the way that you think, the ideas that you have been getting. All of this is like swirling in this energy of newness. There's this awakening of the mind. There's this awakening of ideas. There's this awakening of perception, of consciousness. The way that you actually look at everything is truly going to change this year. And I think it's going to change for many of us because this year has definitely some challenging aspects to it too, in terms of the astrology. So there are definitely a lot of changes that we are moving through in 2025 as a collective, as a global family. So this is a very, very good day, and it's a very, very good time, and it's a very necessary time for us to really, really get in touch with how we want 2025 to go. Because those challenging aspects that we do have lined up for 2025 astrologically, they don't necessarily have to affect you in a negative way, and they don't actually have to play out in a like through hardship or through some kind of a negative experience. It can actually work out for you way better than you could ever expect. But what that requires is for you to be in the right energy, for you to be in the right frequency, in the right mindset, in the right heart space. Because when you are, then you can like not even bypass, because you're not bypassing it, but then you get to have a smoother experience. It's like the path forward is clear is what I'm seeing. For those of us that have done tremendous amount of soul work, for those people that have done tremendous amount of growth and really fought their own demons, really worked hard to overcome aspects of themselves that were very heavily and very deeply in shadow. So do you see what I'm saying? Like this new moon is like kickstarting all of this. And so it might come in the form of a lot of shadow actually coming up for many people. It might come in the form of you realizing that, oh my God, like I deserve more and I deserve better. And you decide to make some big radical change. I just made actually a video about that there is this massive incoming. There's this huge change that is taking place for many people in the collective. And this change is coming from the work that you have already done. This is also coming from cycles that have ended and have closed out in 2024. And cycles that are literally closing out today as of this moment, with the year of the dragon ending. Like, oh my God, the year of the dragon was very difficult for a lot of people. It was very exactly that, dragon-like, right? It was hardship. It was deep lessons learned. It was spitting fire at times. There was just a lot that needed to be burned off, burned away in our lives in 2024 under the year of the dragon. And so now that we are in the year of the snake, there is this, it's moving into this shedding process. And I've got full body chills as I'm saying that. There is this like, whatever is remaining, I'm hearing, whatever is remnant, that is what is going to peel away and even out so that you have this new skin, this new identity. The skin of the snake represents a new identity. So there's this new identity that you are coming into, that you are aligning with, that you already can feel yourself being in because of the work you've done, because of everything that you've already moved through, and because of the cycles, the karmic cycles that you have closed out in your life. So today's energy is very much encouraging us to break out of any old limitations, especially mental limitations. This is completely about rewiring your mind, okay? And if you don't know anything about that, then check out Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, because he has absolutely incredible books, incredible podcasts, and so much information about how to reprogram the mind. This is the energy that we now need to very actively seek out in order for this new cycle that we are beginning, for it to be fruitful, for it to be abundant, for it to be everything that we desire, so that we can get into full receiving mode and accept the gifts that are here for us, accept everything that is ready to now move into your life. So it's time for us to embrace like a fresh, forward-thinking perspective where you stop looking backwards, you stop looking at your past, and you strictly focus on moving forward. But the moving forward, you focus on that through being in the present moment, through being very embodied, through taking time to visualize and looking at like, how do you want to recreate your life? How do you want to experience 2025? And that forward thinking, that visualization is what is going to help you to sort that out. It's what is going to help you to figure out and connect with within yourself what you truly desire, what your heart and your soul longs for. This, like I said, today marks like day one of this massive identity shift, this massive new beginning cycle that you are now in, that we are all in. And we are all encouraged under this new moon and under this Chinese New Year to really expand and think beyond our comfort zones. That's what this new moon is asking us to do. Like I said, it has so much to do with the mind. So it's like, this is all about us really thinking outside of our comfort zones, taking action, doing things that are going to be outside of your comfort zone so that you can expand that comfort zone, so that you can experience more things than just what you're used to, than what you allow yourself to experience. Because our comfort zone is very limiting, and it's oftentimes limiting because of the fear that we experience, that we feel on a regular basis, right? We're always afraid to venture outside of it because it's unknown, because it's scary. But I do have to commend many of you, because I saw in the comment section below, many of you commenting that, you have moved out of your comfort zones. And these are the rewards, okay? These are the things that are now going to be rewarded by spirit, by the universe, because you have taken that leap of faith. You trusted the unknown when the unknown was like super scary and you had no idea what to expect. And all you had was blind faith to move you forward. And I'm getting chills as I say that. So there's this shift towards freedom on all levels, like all levels in all areas of our lives. And there's also this shift towards innovation. So like I said, new ideas, new projects, new collaborations, new networking, new friends, new family, new whatever. Like there's so much new that is coming in. There is so much recreation energy I'm hearing. It's like, this is the time to reinvent yourself, to reinvent your entire life, to reinvent your daily experience. And this new moon is asking you to take some time today and sit with yourself and focus on that. Tune into that, of what that feels like for you, of what you want it to feel like. So with Aquarius being an air sign, this is so heavily mind related, right? This is truly a reset of your mindset. And I think this is something that many of you are already experiencing. This is something that you've already been noticing, that your perspectives are shifting, that you're just kind of looking at things very differently now, that you view people differently, you view yourself and your circumstances differently. Like you have a more positive outlook. You have a generally more calm demeanor about you. Like you're more relaxed. You're just more trusting. You're more in faith. And because of that, like your mind is settling down. Your mind is starting to come into a place of ease because you're relaxing more. And because your perspective has shifted into a much, much more positive perspective. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I feel it. Like I just look at everything now as a gift. Everything is a blessing. Absolutely everything. Nothing in my life is a negative. Even if it's hard, even if it challenges me, and even if it stretches me and pulls me into being a more patient or more tolerant or more accepting version of myself, I can still feel that I just don't see the negative in things anymore. Sure, do certain things suck? Yeah, they suck. It's not a fun experience necessarily, right? But it's still not a negative because I'm always looking for the lesson. I'm always looking for, what is the situation mirroring back to me? What is the situation teaching me? What is the situation showing me? And every single time that I have this approach, it just allows me to relax more. It allows me to really extract what I'm meant to extract from that experience. And it keeps me in a state of gratitude. It keeps me in a state of understanding that everything is truly happening for me and everything is truly happening for you too. And I think this is the perspective the collective in general is moving towards now. Like we're really awakening to this. We're really starting to tap in and connect. And that's awesome. So many of us are breaking free of the mental limitation, those mental cages that we have locked ourselves in for so long. So many of us are basically escaping the mindfuck. Like we are stepping outside of that finally, and we are starting to realize that like, hey, 90% of what my brain says is a bunch of bullshit. It's not even real. It's false illusions. It's all fear-based crap my ego is spewing because it wants to keep me small. It wants to keep me in my comfort zone. It wants to keep me contracted, and it's not real. And we are busting out of this. We are breaking out of this, not only within our minds, but we're also breaking out of breaking open our hearts. There's this expansion that I keep feeling within the heart space, like love frequency. And I said this in yesterday's video. It's like love is the new energetic currency. Like it's not even the new currency, but it's now the more conscious currency is the way I see it, the way I'm picking it up. It's like consciousness is now at a point where we are really truly beginning to see that love is not 1,000, but like 1,000,000 bajillion times more powerful than fear. And that it just feels better to be in love, to see the world, to see ourselves through the eyes of love instead of through the eyes of fear. So we're busting out of limiting beliefs. We're busting out of limiting perspectives, limiting connections, relationships, jobs, living situations, and even lifestyles. Like we are breaking the mold, guys. And this is so beautiful. And I'm so excited for this. And today truly marks like day one of that, like day one of this newer energy. Okay. So, cause when there's like a new beginning, it doesn't mean that like, oh, yesterday you were still super in your head and starting today, you won't be. No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is that the frequency has changed. Your energetic vibration has shifted. It has elevated. And that in itself is going to attract new experiences into your life. It's like your mindset has shifted, so there's an expansion within you. And when we expand energetically instead of contract, we just draw in, we magnetize in so much more. So we're stepping into this era of trusting more and worrying less and being fearful less. Now, are we all in the same boat? Absolutely not. Every single soul is on its own specific and unique journey. Every single soul is expanding or contracting in their own time, in their own rhythm and pace, and all of that is beautiful. So all of us are moving through this process together, but we're all at different levels, right? So wherever you are at in your consciousness right now, you will experience the level of expansion that your consciousness allows, that your mindset allows. So for some people, a massive new beginning is on the horizon because they've already opened themselves up for that. Their consciousness and their mindset has expanded to allow that in. They are in the receiving mode of it, while others under this new moon are going to experience less of that because their consciousness and their mindset isn't there yet. They're still very limited and they're still very much in their ego-based, like fear-based perspectives. But see, all of it is okay. Like where you are is totally fine. You are fine where you are. And it is always our individual choice at the end of the day to choose how much effort we want to really put into our expansion, because that's what it comes down to. How much work are you willing to do? How much are you willing to do the uncomfortable things, stepping outside of your comfort zone, the inconvenient things that are going to actually expand you? How much are you willing to do that? And this new moon is asking you that as well, because it's so specifically connected to the comfort zone, right? Aquarius is a very expansive sign. It is very, very innovative. So Aquarius is all about the new. It wants new. It wants different. It wants unique. It wants completely outside the box. Like the energy of Aquarius helps us to step into these new realms, new ways of looking at everything, new ways of looking at life. So this is about being more relaxed when it comes to your day-to-day life. You know, you can choose to sit there and stress over the shit that's not working out in your life right now, or you can choose to sit there and say, you know what, instead of stressing and worrying and biting my nails all day, how about I take 10 minutes every morning and start my day with gratitude and just see where that takes me, see how that shifts me, right? We all have this choice. This is the crazy part, is every single one of us has this choice. I had this choice. And for the longest time, I was so used to being in woe is me, in victim mentality, and like in this super limited, super contracted mindset that I just couldn't see a way out of my problems. But now that's not even a thing, because I kept working at it. I kept sitting down and forcing myself and like, no, we're going to sit down. We're going to take 10 minutes. Is this uncomfortable? Yeah. Is this not something I really want to do right now? Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to do it because I have reached a point in my life where being contracted felt so incredibly restrictive and uncomfortable that it was literally driving me mental. So it's like, this is why I often talk about like rock bottom and breaking points. And these breaking points, it's like we need to reach this. And this is a perfectly normal segue. Like we need to reach a breaking point within ourselves where we get to the stage of like, I am done with this shit. I am not living like this. I am not entertaining these thoughts and these negative emotions anymore. I am sick and tired of sitting in woe is me energy and victim mentality, when I know that if I actually put my mind to it, and if I actually put some work and some effort and took some action, that I actually could change my life if I really wanted to, right? Every single one of us has this power within ourselves. It is just that most of the collective consciousness hasn't quite tapped into it yet. And like I said, that's okay. This year of the snake is going to help us tap into our power, because if you're not tapped into your power, it is going to challenge you in ways that is going to force that power out of you. It is going to force you to reach to the depths of yourself and pull it forward. It's just the kind of energy it is. That's why I said 2025 is going to be either like epic and like super expansive for you, or it's going to be really challenging. It's going to force you to access those parts of yourself that you have not wanted to access, to face shadows within yourself that you have avoided facing. And it's going to challenge you on every level: mind, body, soul, heart, every level. So why not choose the easier path? Because a little bit of effort, a little bit of work every single day really accumulates to something huge. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, you could literally change your life. So this new moon isn't asking you to drop everything and all of a sudden completely switch everything out. No, it is just asking you to notice where you are still limiting yourself. Notice where your beliefs are really holding you back, and where you are still telling yourself stories that are not in alignment with your best and highest good, that are not allowing you to receive, that are not allowing you to move into expansion, to notice that and do something about it. That's what this new moon says. And for those of us that have been doing this work, that have been kind of taking it, day by day, little by little, and working on ourselves and working on shifting our lifestyle and our mindset, for those of us, you can naturally feel right now, because I know I feel it within myself, is like, I am right on track. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing exactly all the right things. Because it's like at this point, you've built up such a trust with your intuition and with God, with spirit, if you were spiritual, then at this point, you would have reached that level within yourself where you just start trusting yourself so unconditionally, where you're just like, yeah, I know like my brain is saying this, but my gut's telling me this. And I'm going to listen to my gut, because that's a feeling that I can't fake. That's a feeling that that my brain can't create. That feeling comes from somewhere else. And that gut feeling is an energetic tapping in to who you actually are. It's a tapping into not only your soul's wisdom, but it's tapping into the divine, because that's what I find intuition is. Intuition is how the divine guides us. It is how the divine communicates with your soul, and your soul relays the message to your body through a feeling, often also accompanied by a thought. So if you are feeling like you are on track in your life right now, as I feel like I am on track, then you are going to have an experience of like ease and flow in 2025. This is going to be your year of ease and flow, and it is going to be your year of receiving the rewards, receiving evidence of your own internal expansion. So there's this sense of like liberation with this new moon and encouragement. Like, do you feel that? Like, do you feel this encouragement, like this sort of positive momentum forward to move in new directions? And if you are someone that has felt a lot of stagnation, a lot of like seemingly nothing is moving, and there's no changes happening in your life, and that there hasn't been change in your life for like a very long time, like nothing externally, maybe even if you have been doing the work and you just haven't seen any external evidence, then this new moon is particularly going to be affecting you. It is particularly going to be benefiting you, because the energy of this new moon is just going to light a fire under your ass, where you are just going to want to get going. Like, you are genuinely just going to feel super motivated, super inspired, super excited and encouraged to move forward, to do something. Like, I even said that in yesterday's video because it was a message that was coming through. It's like, do something, do anything, but just do something, okay? To get your life moving in a different direction, especially if you don't like the way things are right now. If you're not happy with whatever is playing out in your life, whatever lifestyle or scenario or work situation, relationship thing, whatever you got going on, this new moon is going to help you to just like, let's go. Let's change something. We're having a conversation. We're hopping online, looking for new jobs. Like, it's whatever. Or looking for a new place, a new house, anything like that. Like, you're just going to feel it. And listen to your intuition right now. Super, super important. Listen to your intuition and where it is guiding you. What action steps, what research, what person, what place, whatever. What is it guiding you towards? Listen to it and trust it, because it is going to be some form of a catalyst, something that is going to propel you towards the direction, that new direction that you are maybe not even fully clear on yet, but just feel like deep within you that you want to move towards. So the energy of like 2025 is really starting to pick up momentum. Like, I can feel this like momentum being gained as we're moving through. Like, we're basically done with January already, right, in 2025. So yeah, okay. And I'm hearing that the acceleration is only going to be picking up. So it's like things are really, really going to speed up in 2025. And like I said, this year is going to be epic. It has epic type of energy, epic change type of energy. Like, it's genuinely not going to be like any other year that you have experienced. And in my mind's eye, I keep seeing it like the year of the golden snake. I keep seeing a golden snake. So there's this, the snake also represents the Kundalini energy within us, right? It is the life force energy that sits coiled up at the base of the spine, that travels up through all of your chakra systems, up the spine. Actually, it's a fluid. Even scientifically, we know that it is a fluid that travels up and then stimulates your pineal gland, which is essentially the third eye. It is the seat of God that is within our brains. So there's this activation of that. And I just feel like so many ideas are going to be coming forth. And that's why I keep seeing it as the golden snake, because so many ideas and projects and, like I said, just different things are going to be coming forth for you this year that can bring gold into your life. Like, that's why I see it as a golden snake, because these are golden opportunities, these ideas and these things that you want to work on or that you want to pursue this year, they are going to be bringing in the money bag, is what I just heard. So it's like big abundance is connected to it. And I think that's a part of this massive incoming that I was also like feeling and channeling the other day as well. So really pay attention to any ideas and thoughts that you're having right now. Like 24/7, man, you got to have a notepad or your phone or something that is near you where you can jot stuff down, because I don't know about you guys, but my brain feels like it's been on fire. I swear there's just so much coming through constantly that I just, like, I have a whiteboard here in the kitchen and I'm constantly, it's full, always full. I'm just jotting things down because it just comes. I'm in the middle of cooking. My hands are dirty. And all of a sudden I'm just like grabbing the marker and just writing stuff down so that I don't miss anything that is coming through, because so much is coming through. There's also this opening of the crown I'm just seeing right now with this new moon today. So again, very, very potent time to tap into the mind, the heart. And I'm hearing silence yourself. Can you just be still today? Can you take a little bit of time and allow yourself to connect in to how you are actually feeling, connect in to any messages that want to come through, any ideas that want to come through? What a magical day to do that today, because the energy is so aligned. It is so beautiful and it is so expansive that if you quiet your mind, if you can get your ego out of the way, you are going to get some type of guidance, an idea that literally could be life-changing for you. So don't squander this energy. Definitely over the next about 72 hours. So like today, tomorrow, even the next day, there is like massive, I'm hearing fruitful potential to channel in some things for yourself and just to receive some guidance that could genuinely be life-changing for you. And all of this is despite Mars and Uranus being retrograde. So the planet of action is retrograde, which tends to slow us down. It is asking us actually to pause and to take time before making any big decisions. And it's beautiful actually, because we have this incredible forward momentum with all these like ideas and projects and different things that are coming through for us to tap into. But Mars is kind of hitting the brakes on it and saying, okay, but can you just take some time? Sit with it, listen to it, feel into it. Let it like develop. I'm seeing like details, like let it unfold. And again, just, oh my God, if you guys could see my whole body, I'm just covered in goosebumps as I'm saying it. So there's just so much confirmation from spirit about what I'm channeling right now. It's like, let yourself just really sink into the details is what I'm seeing, to really like connect to those different key aspects of the details of whatever it is that you are going to be birthing in 2025. This is why Mars and Uranus is kind of hitting the brakes on things and just simply asking us to pause, slow down before making any big decisions, because we can get really caught up in the momentum of this energy, especially today's energy, and can make irrational decisions and jump into something that perhaps we didn't fully get a full perspective on. So silence the mind, calm yourself down, sit with yourself for a while, let things come through. And just like relax. Like I keep feeling a little bit of like anxious sort of energy. Can you just chill the fuck out? Like calm down, relax. Everything is okay. Everything is fully in place. I'm hearing everything is exactly as it should be right now. So just give yourself a little bit of grace, give yourself a little bit of space to connect in and to allow these new buds, I'm seeing them as like little rosebuds, to allow these little rosebuds to develop more, to unfold more within your mind, within your heart. It's details. I keep hearing details. So there's definitely like details that need to come through that you still need to sit with and probably write out for yourself. So definitely take some time today to tap in to your intentions for this year. What do you intend to experience? What do you intend to change in your life for the better? How do you want to do that? And this is why you got to give yourself a little space and time to figure out those hows. Because right now, when we set an intention under a new moon, you're setting that intention until the next full lunar cycle, until the completion, I should say, of this lunar cycle. What does that mean? How long is a lunar cycle? It's 29.5 days. That means until the next new moon. Okay, that's a full month. So you are setting your intentions today for the month of February. And that is even something specific that you can tap into. So for the month of February, let me just sit with myself. Let me feel into like, what do I want to experience? What do I want to accomplish? What are some goals that I'm going to set that I intend to really fully commit to and follow through on for the month of February? That's going to move the needle forward, even if it just moves the needle forward a little bit, but it's going to move the needle forward instead of backwards. Aquarius carries this energy of radical change, collective freedom, and innovative thinking. So also think about how you serve. How do you want to serve? What do you want to change about how you serve? And when you are thinking about this and about how you want to serve, really let yourself think beyond any conventional limits, okay? Anything that normally would be your comfort zone, go right outside of that. Right outside of that. Take a fucking sledgehammer and smash through that glass ceiling that has been holding you back this whole time, okay? It's time to break that shit up and just it's like sky's the limit. Sky is the limit, because that glass ceiling has been holding you back probably for your entire life. And in every aspect, every single area of your life, not just one. For any of you that are working in like the technology sphere or humanitarian efforts or creative innovation, this is a time to aim super high, because right now this Aquarius energy is going to expand that even further and wants you to expand your own perspective, the way that you see things. So I think we're going to see some pretty big technological advancements as well. So look for new solutions, explore untapped and unknown territories. Because it's time to push the boundaries of what is possible for you and what has been possible for you in the past. It is time to move out of that energy now, fully. The year of the snake today initiates that change for us and asks us to shed those parts of ourselves, shed the limitation. So set some new intentions under this new moon, my friend, and plant some new seeds, because the soil is very fertile, very, very fertile. But it is up to you to sow the seeds within your mind of what is possible. It is up to you to renew the seeds that you have sown and the ones that didn't bear fruit that you have planted in the past. It's time to let those ones drop, let the soil reclaim those seeds, and use it as nutrition for the new seeds that you are now planting. So 3 simple practices that you can do under this new moon energy. Like I said, today would be the best, but over the next couple of days is journaling, right? Sit with yourself, journal, reflect, look at, like I said, how you want to change your life, write it out for yourself, write out all of the limiting thoughts and beliefs and everything that is limiting, that feels limiting within your mind right now. Write all of that stuff out so you can see it, so that it's in front of you, so that you can put it outside of you energetically. This is why I journal, because everything I write down, I'm releasing, essentially. I'm putting out of myself. I also love to call journaling mind dumping, because that's exactly what it does for me, is like I just mind dump and I just puke everything on paper that is in my mind and that has been occupying space that is maybe stressing me out or just causes my mind to like loop in circles. And journaling takes all that away. So it's a great day to journal. It's a great day to like empty the mind, write down limiting thoughts, limiting patterns, limiting beliefs, limiting anything that you are ready to release under this new moon. And if you want to do it even on a separate piece of paper and burn it, you can do that too, because that's even better. You're completely transmuting that energy within your own energy field, and it will help you to release that way of thinking or those belief systems even easier. Vision boarding is the other thing I would love to mention here, because it is a really, really great time, especially because we just start the year of the snake. So it's a very good time to create a vision board for this year. You know, what do you want to experience? What do you want more of? What do you want less of? Like, just really put on that vision board everything. And I want you to be like dreaming so big, okay, that it's like ridiculous, that it's just next level and you would never expect yourself to go that far. That's the kind of stuff I want you to put on your vision board. And you can focus on like long-term goals here. You can even break it down like month by month on your vision board. There's so many videos and different things out there and examples of how to do vision boarding. So look that up if you're interested in doing that. I know I am certainly going to be doing that. I'm definitely setting up a new vision board for 2025. I mean, I'm actually really, really excited to get going with it. And of course, cleansing and releasing is always important under a new moon, under a full moon. So it is a really, really good time to begin the new cycle with releasing things from the past, releasing things. I want you to release things that you find annoying, release things that are just bothersome, that are constantly creating feelings within you of either lack or stress or anxiety or depression, anything and everything that genuinely bothers you. Like, this is a really great time to release those things. And this could be stuff, people, places, items, clothes, like work situations, everything and anything. Whatever is bothering you, really take a look at that and address it. Like, this is the time to like now address those things so that something can change, so that you can have a new experience. Like, why would we want to stay in a shitty, low vibe energy and continue being unhappy? Why? So get ready and get excited for the changes that are upon us and for this brand new year ahead of us, that we have an opportunity to co-create with spirit, that we have an opportunity to mold to our liking, okay? We have so much more power than we think we do, and all it takes is for you to actually tap into that power and start using it. So whatever annoys you, use your power to fix it, because you have it in you to fix it. So that is the collective message that I have today for this new moon in Aquarius and for this brand new beginning in the year of the snake. And I'm so excited, so thrilled to just create my vision board for this new year and put all of the outrageous, beautiful, exciting things on there that I plan to experience in 2025. Yo, like, this is my year. This is my year. I made that decision firmly. Like, when we hit January, I decided that this was going to be the year where I'm done with like everything that doesn't serve me, and I'm done with everything that has been annoying me or making me unhappy. No more. So I hope that you have the same excitement, the same attitude and perspective towards your own life for this year. And I wish you nothing but strength and courage and power to really, really, truly own who you are and who you are going to decide to be, the identity that you are going to embody for this new year. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me or connect with me, all of my links are in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.